I can't get in.
Oh, it's good that it's close.
Hey mate, can you register me in? I don't know if you have already. You might have.
Oh no, it's not me, it's Terry.
It's who?
It's Terry. I'm doing the stream, I'm not doing any of that.
Ah, Terry.
Is that a bit dark, Jeremy?
What's up, buddy?
It's a bit dark.
Yeah, it's a different camera. I'm trying a new camera out.
Oh.
Are they doing the job? Yeah. Ah, so you need to know.
He's caught up recently, so he wants to get that.
How's that set?
Yeah, a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit better.
I wouldn't go much more. I quite like it because it keeps the cloth and the balls crisp.
Yeah.
The brighter you go, the more the cloth lights up. It's not as good as my other camera.
you're not supposed to. You can't hear the other person beside you. Is that that's the way it is, isn't it?
There's a way to set it up to do it. You need better headset.
Yeah, okay. Because I found when I was talking, I was like, oh, I couldn't really hear what or you were saying or something the last day. You kind of nearly have to take one off and just do a one or whatever. Is that what you do?
That's why I got the Yeti.
Huh?
So you can pretty much turn both those off, and you can just use that between you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't need the headsets at all.
Maybe we give that a go. That'd be good.
That's what I've got set up. So that's what we're going to give a try. So I've got a new camera set up, and I've got a new mic. So we'll see how it works. You know, and you guys can just let us know how you.
Yeah, because we could both just be sitting in. Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, it's very sensitive, so it'll pick you both up from a country mile away.
Right.
So.
Do you want to
sit back and talk?
Do you want to test it?
It's already on, and you're already live.
Oh, okay.
So I can hear you.
Oh, great! That's brilliant, isn't it?
Looks like a Husky to me, mate. Yeah, that looks like a Husky. Yeah, go for your life. See? I've got two of them, but I don't think you need to. So they're on the back table and they're on the front table.
Yeah, you got to switch the names.
Why?
Because it's Maddie and Neville playing at this table.
Yeah, Maddie and Neville are for this table and Tom
Oh,
and Noah
sorry.
for that
Oh, I
table.
didn't see.
Yeah, well that's how I've done it. I could change it, but... So you just talk to that, and you don't even have to like talk up to it, just talk from where you are. Is it on? It's just a little bit different because you can't hear each other in that. So if you're talking to that, just give it a try anyway. So there you go. I've got a few of them.
Can you bring up their comments?
There you go.
Alrighty, well, welcome everyone to the semi-finals of Premier League, the Premier League singles. Got obviously Neville and Matt Bolton, and then Brownie and Tommy over on the other table, and we got Nathan and myself, Luke Anglesey, commentating. Who's your predictions, Nathan?
Yeah, pretty tough one to call this. Me and Nev only just played on Tuesday night, and you were looking after that one.
Yeah.
Neville was playing some very, very good stuff, to be fair.
Yep.
I don't know, you should call him the Terminator, I think, because the guy just never gives up, does he?
Yeah,
he just keeps going at you and at you.
It's crazy, especially what's in our mid-60s, and he's still unbelievable. He's pretty much almost winning major comps, you know.
Credit to him, to be fair, at his age, but he puts in the hours. I mean, like all weekend, getting ready for our match. He was here all day Sunday for 4 or 5 hours. He was here yesterday getting ready for this match as well.
Exactly right. Yeah.
You reap your rewards if you put in that sort of time. And I feel that he's definitely one to aspire to from the practice point of view. Anyway, he definitely puts in the hard yards.
Yeah, for sure. You'd think the amount of time he puts in, you must love the game, but all he does is say how stupid the game is. so I'm not too sure, but...
Oh, well, it is one of them. It is really a love-hate game, though,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And obviously Matt Bolton, he's topped the stats this year for Premier League, and no one's really got close to him in the singles so far anyway. So, is it cut out?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll keep talking hopefully. No one's really got close to him in the singles yet from what I know. So
did Matty win it last year?
Nah, who won it last year? I actually think Matt Isaiah or someone won it. Matt Isaiah beat Mandar, is that right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I can't really remember, to be honest. I remember Mandar talking about it the other day. Yeah, and it was like 7-6 or something in the final.
Yeah, weird. Have you got comments to come up?
Yeah, in a sec.
I just got some technical errors here, guys, and hopefully we'll have it figured out now shortly.
It's been working all this time and then bang.
It's a good shot from Nev. He's covered the pocket, puts him in a really good position.
Yeah, for sure. So,
So
yeah.
we've got Neville Lovis here on reds. He's just played that cover the pocket.
Nev's the biggest fighter in the game, I reckon, as well. Like these sorts of games really work in his favour, especially against Matt. Like Matt can play tactical, but he's definitely more of a a potter. Wants
He's
to go
more of
for
an
the out.
aggressor of the game. Yeah.
For sure. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes with these sorts of frames, especially.
Well, I feel in this position he's in now, he may have to put this yellow over the pocket to cover the red, unless he feels confident to pot it, come down the table and play a double on the yellow above the red hanging over the pocket, but
Yep.
that's very risky.
So you talking about the one he's looking at now, over the pocket?
Okay, so I think he's going to chip off this and try to put the white behind the other yellow.
I was thinking block the pocket,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, the cover the pocket. Hasn't fully covered it, but it's made it a little bit difficult.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of covering a main pocket like Neville's done. Just really puts him in a really good position. Matt has to play some big shots just to get himself kind of in this frame.
Back into the frame, yeah, that's right. I feel Neville will have a go at this one now. He'll play this in a sense slow enough that it covers the pocket, but if it drops in, he's still in a big position as well.
Hands up. Oh, angles.
How's it going, mate?
How good was it?
Not bad.
Yeah, so he's had a really good result there.
Thanks.
Yeah, so Matt's in a world of trouble. I think he's looking at the right shot here. If he can do it, just flick off the yellow and
stick the white in behind the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It'd be nice if he can rub that yellow just enough that he creates it into a plant as he's putting the white behind the red, so
Yep.
that, a couple of shots time.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what he's done. I think that's a pretty good shot. So we've got some comments coming through on the right hand side, some score predictions. A few people on Matt, 7572. Can everyone at home just write a comment in there just to see that you can hear the commentary nice and clear?
So what do you do now if you're Nev? Cheers, Glenn.
Thanks, Glenn.
I wonder if that plants now. I think the yellow is on for the plant.
You might find Nev is going to cut the two reds in the middle of the table. The bottom one, he might drift that over towards the left-hand pocket just to get some coverage on the black. He's probably a little bit worried about running into the red and yellow. So you'll find he'll probably play the shot, but at a much slower pace.
Yep, I don't actually think he's lining it up from the looks of things. Maybe the angle's a bit funny. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot.
That's not a bad shot. He's kind of covered the double as well on the yellow.
Yeah, he really didn't. I think the only reason he didn't try and cut that red in was because
he was running into the red
yeah,
and yellow.
he wanted
That's
to disturb what's already a good position for him, you know.
yeah, absolutely.
And I think if you're Matt,
You're probably just gonna this yellow, cut it across and just cover the pocket. I think
Yeah.
that's all he's really got at the minute. Yeah, cover the line.
cover on the line ain't too bad. But then again, Neville's just going to do the same thing every time. Matt sort of covers a pocket because Nev's one shot ahead. He's always just got that one shot ahead to, promote his bad ball. So, Nev's got one bad ball here.
Well, if I was Nev, the red that's hanging over the pocket, I would probably I'd probably put this over the hole a little bit better. Just because the plant on the yellows is on.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, if he can do this one, cover this pocket, which is what he's going for. Oh, he's just going for it.
No, I think he genuinely played that cushion first just to kick the yellow away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Matt, what's he going to do? He's going to bring it back in, isn't he?
He'll have to put that yellow underneath the red. You want to play it with a little bit of pace to make sure that you push the red away and the yellow will feed in towards the hole.
Yeah. It's a hard one to control these ones, just to get
I
it.
think he's played that a bit too slow. It's hard to know whether that yellow goes under that red on the top left hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might find Nev might just. Is he gonna have a dip or is he gonna roll this up?
Looks like he's screwing back, so
Yeah.
he might be going for it. Or at least getting this one out of the way. That's it. It is kind of like.
Wow, 4-ball plant.
Well, yeah, that ball that he just potted then was kind of like it wasn't really doing anything for him.
That's
and if
right.
Anything,
And if anything, Matty was eventually going to put a ball in front of that and
Exactly.
put him in trouble.
So you might as well get it out of the way.
I don't mind him potting this and running off the yellow, so that you kind of you can run off the face of the yellow to bring it away from the pocket.
Definitely.
And the whole table's pretty much open. You might just need a little extraction on that other yellow. Oh
okay.
wow, he's got the extraction.
Oh,
Wow, that
that's
was a different way, I suppose, but but it's definitely a huge result now because you can put the hanging red, pot the red in the middle of the table into the middle, and just leave an angle on his last red to screw across with a black. So
Yeah, absolutely.
you would you'd expect Nev to make this clearance.
Yeah, it's kind of actually all on this shot. Like, if
Yeah,
you get
it's-
this one right,
Get this one right, the rest is pretty easy. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
this wants to land pretty much dead straight on this ball in the centre of the table. I think he's run a bit too far.
He has overhit that. That's going to force him now to go in and out of bulk.
Well, the other way.
In and out. So I might actually pot this in with top left hand side and come off 2 rails, and
Okay.
try to focus on getting the white past the blue spot.
Yeah, interesting. I just play these.
You can do it just a bit
Stun
of right hand
sort
side, stun off the
Yep.
side rail and come back up. That's looking like what he's doing, by the way.
Yeah, either way though. Whatever.
Whatever's your fancy. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Oh, he's underhit that a long way. Yeah, okay, so he's way underhit that, and that's the type of shot that you will always overhit rather than underhit. You overhit it, you're always giving yourself a chance, even if it's
Yep.
too much up the table. You've still got the ability to be able to hole on the black.
Exactly right.
He'll have to pot this and check it up, and just
Yeah.
play a slightly harder black.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's too hard to hold though. It looks like a very thin cut.
Yeah, I think because he's checking it up, he slows
Oh,
down.
yeah. It's
Wow.
one of those shots where you got to hit it and try and come off 4 rails.
Yeah. Well, he had the first dip, and it's looking most likely that if that plant is on, you would expect Matty to clear these up quite quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. But they're all pretty much tap-ins, aren't they? And especially with Neville's only ball landing on the rail, like you can't ask for a better opportunity. than this
No,
to get
absolutely.
your
Your
first frame on the
confidence
board.
has already grown an extra 10% there with a
Yeah,
dead ball.
Exactly right.
position. What's your prediction of the score on this one?
It's a tough one, isn't it? I'm going to go with Matt with a 7-4.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm probably leaning that way as well, maybe a little bit closer, 7-5.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, Neville's had like every chance of beating him as well. Like, no
Without
doubt about
a
that.
shadow of a doubt.
And he's one of those players, he can get on a bit of a run and he doesn't really give you many opportunities, you know, like even in your match against him in the Champions League final, it was 5-1 and he hadn't really done a whole lot wrong. I don't think you'd really done a whole lot wrong and you were 5-1 down.
That's right, yeah.
So he's pretty impressive player. I actually find him one of the hardest people to verse. Just because of
likewise, yeah.
Just because of how precise he is all the time. He doesn't really do anything crazy that gives you another chance at the table.
But he really gives every shot time and attention, which a lot of us get lazy within outs as well. You can just kind of quickly take a shot and before you know it, you're just 2 inches out of position.
Exactly.
And it changes. It makes the frame so much more difficult to clear.
For sure.
Yeah, he really, really makes sure of every shot.
I've had this we had this conversation on Tuesday, didn't we?
It's on the stream anyway, Matty. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, it's on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we
Just saying you could use your scoreboard.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, sorted.
Shut up.
I wonder if these two would have gone head to head and snooked quite a bit. I would have thought.
Definitely.
So they probably know each other very, very well. Don't know how well they know each other's pool games, but they know their snooker games.
They've versed each other in snooker quite a lot, alright. You know, obviously Matty's quite ahead in the snooker aspect of the game, but yeah, in terms of pool, I think they're quite a good matchup.
Shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should. Let's see. Stop the buffering.
Alrighty, so we'll try a break anyway for this one. Both balls have issues. Both balls aren't easy, and I mean, my initial look was yellows, but yeah, God, they're both. I would have thought they're both fairly. They both have some merit. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I feel that they're pretty equal in terms of, well, it depends on where your mindset is at, whether are you focused on going for the clearance or are you focused on potting one or two and trying to secure the frame by you know, covering lines and stuff like that. I feel Neville can be quite attacking as well, even though he's a very good safety player, he's also very attacking too. It wouldn't surprise me if he's playing this yellow to screw across to the side and play the plant on those bottom two yellows. Because if he plays that plant and gets it, the whole frame is open for the clearance.
Yep.
Okay, so he hasn't done that.
Yeah, I think he just wants to get these balls off.
He might get rid of the top two first, but yeah, he needs a really good positional shot after this shot to get down into position to try play that plant.
And even the black's really tricky.
Yeah.
Even if you get all the yellows, like the black only goes in a couple of pockets, you know?
Yeah, he's under hit that anyway because he needed to be on the low side of that yellow.
So he could kind of screw back down.
So, but because it still ran short enough, he can still come off the bulk rail and come back down for the three yellows. What would you be doing here?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Can he?
He's almost forced himself into having a go at this plant in or over. I feel is probably the strongest shot of what I can see so far. I can't really see another.
I was going to say, can you check it up and get the white on the right hand side of the table? Oh, no, he's going that way. Oh, wow, look at this. That's pretty awesome.
My God, that is a massive shot. And oh wow. Can he put it to the middle and kiss the red out and have a chance to be on 2 yellows?
Well, yeah, it's possible.
You know, he's probably going to have to force it a little bit through, but you know, he's got a good chance. He's
giving it a go, and he's actually
he's put himself in a really bad position there. That's a shame after such an amazing shot he just did to come down the table to get on the one ball that was difficult. Yeah,
and he actually played that quite well, to be honest. And he's actually very unlucky that the red has landed touching the yellow.
Yeah, he needed to go a bit more full ball into it. He kind of glanced off it, which gave him trouble. He needed to top spin into a full ball, push it out of the way, and it would have brought the white through to have a look at both balls.
Yeah. So yeah, now he's in
a world of
I mean, if we thought the shot before was hard, 2 shots ago, now this one's gonna take something extra special.
Do you fancy the cut into the left corner, coming off 3 rails and back into the red and yellow?
Yeah, just tapping the red out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, you could actually play it with just bottom right and come off 2 and into it, but yeah. Wow, that'd be some shot.
Yeah, I think this is going to block the pocket.
No, he's tried it. He did.
Wow.
He had a dip at it, yeah. But you know, it's not a bad shot because it was almost a shot to nothing because you do want to get that pocket covered, and at least it keeps you in the frame, somewhat anyway.
For sure. Very good shot. And tell you what, he actually hasn't left too much, but Matt would probably be looking at potentially cutting this one down the rail because it's such a big pocket. And in or over, if it goes over, that's pretty awesome.
I mean, even if he goes on the tick side and kisses the yellow away, well then sure, it's pretty much you can have a crack. Yeah, it's on the ticker side. Oh, that's great. It's a very good shot.
Well, I think that the yellow might sneak under.
Not too sure. I don't know. He might be able to.
Oh wow! So everyone can see the side camera. Not bad, mate. Not bad. Jeremy's onto something here.
Wow, that side view is brilliant, isn't
it? It's awesome, mate. He's pretty proud of himself as well.
He's sitting here with a big smile on his face.
Gave himself a little pat on the back.
We haven't got there yet.
Oh, what do you mean?
We'll see.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, we're stepping up a few levels.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a go now?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think it goes.
Yeah, it does. But I think the path that he's looking at, I don't think it's available to him with that red. I think he cannons the red here. I don't think he can get past the red to kiss the red beside the yellow.
Yeah,
he might come off the black, but
yeah, he's relying on a bit of luck.
We'll soon find out. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nothing now, isn't it?
Yeah, he needed. Yeah, I don't know. He looked like he was eyeing up going into them, but I didn't think it was even available. I thought the black was probably the only shot. If he went into the black full ball, he'd kind of have somewhat of a chance. Because the yellow does go in the top corner, and he would have kissed the black into play.
Yeah. Bash it and get the yellow in this bottom right corner as we look.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh god,
no.
That.
Yeah. And he played it very slow as well.
Yeah.
That had to be played at quite a bit of pace.
Those are the sorts of shots you and I play, not Neville.
Yeah, fair enough. Probably more you than me.
Yeah. Alright, just me. Gotta give yourself a chance, mate.
Yeah, that's it. I know, but we both seen it straight away, so I suppose I probably would have too. So Matty can pretty much go for this clearance as a shot to nothing on almost nearly every pot. he'll put the white in positions where even if he was to miss, he would leave Neville nothing.
Yep, exactly right. And with two, it's even better. He's really only got, I think that red ball tied to the yellow doesn't really go in any pocket. So if you're looking at maybe extracting that or just using his two on that.
Well, see, because he's got the two reds into the bottom left, one of them he can drop in and he's going to be on that red coming into the back ball cushion to the right. And yeah, maybe from the angle that you've just given us, it might even go in that corner.
It might.
Well, we'll soon find out. He's got the perfect angle to screw into it now if he really wants to.
I don't think it's possible to screw into it from there.
Oh no, he can. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he can 100% screw into it. Which, if it's not clearly on, I would assume that's the shot he will play. I can't imagine why you wouldn't, because you're going to land on the other two reds as well. Okay, we'll soon find out. Is he digging deep?
Yeah, he's looking like he's just going for the other red.
Okay. Just nudge the black out of the way to make it clear open pocket.
He's looking at the
To see if it goes in that corner, yeah.
It's actually a tiny bit awkward if it doesn't go and he has to play it towards the camera here. Just because if you miss it, then you've got a red all the way up this end of the table that you've got to try and...
Yeah, he screwed into it now, yeah.
That's a better option.
And we've got Alan Brown and Tommy Warren in the other table. What's your score prediction in that one?
I think, I would say Brownie gets him, I don't know why, but I like that number 7-4, so I'm going to keep going with it, 7-4.
Oh, okay.
7-4 in each table, mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about you?
Yeah, it's a tough one. Tommy mopped the floor with me only last week, so
Yeah.
it's hard to predict that one, but you know, Tommy as an open potter is better, but Brownie's as an all-rounder is definitely better in that aspect. So, yeah, when you look at the facets of the game, I suppose, you know, Brownie technically should be stronger in that one. But it just depends on how the balls break.
Exactly right, yeah. Yeah, a lot of factors come into it, and that's why...
I mean, the tighter frames will go in Brownie's favour, and the open frames will probably go in Tommy's favour, yeah. That's the way I kind of see that one going.
I'm going to grab a drink. All right.
Okay, so 2-0 to Matt Bolton, and Matt Bolton to break, frame number 3. Do you know who's on what colour on with Brownie?
I'd say Brownie's on reds, just at a guess.
Just going looking at the table
Two
directly,
black pockets.
you would assume so. But who knows?
Nah, I'd put money on it.
Yeah, okay. No, but it looks like Tommy's trying to go off a side rail to get to one of the reds. I don't know.
Maybe. Could have had him covered off the break.
No, I think he's... So Neville has just nipped off to the toilet.
He's trying for yellow, yeah. Wow. Oh, maybe he was some reds.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
Cheers, bro.
No, he hit the yellow and he's still having another shot, so no.
I just got to skip one for a minute. I'll be back in a sec.
So easy.
Yeah, Brownie's on the yellows.
He is.
In 2.
For sure. Oh, pretty unlucky by Nev. So he gets right into the break. Actually, I've noticed he's got a 9-ball breaking cue that he uses, and he gets a pretty good split from it most of the time. This one was no exception, except the white. It's a bit unlucky, it didn't go straight in the centre, it came off a rail, and I think it might have even come off the ball as well, so a bit unlucky. We got looks like reds are the go here, but I don't know, I think I see these things a bit more clearly when I'm at the table, just on how to go about the out. Both have some merit, but it'd be interesting to see what he takes. I think that's the main thing he's looking at as well, is just how he can go about the out.
Yeah, it's alright if you put this in the middle and then put that in the corner.
Yeah,
But
so
you've still got to play from that to the next ball. That's the hardest part.
the second shot, if you're on yellows, yeah, that is the hard one.
Yeah, from that to the next ball. It's nice and straight too.
Ready? Tell you what, you couldn't have asked for much better than that, hey?
But where does that yellow go? Do you just get it back out for it, I guess?
Or
Screw into the red
do you just stun this one in now, the dead straight one, and play the yellow to the bottom left as you look?
You could do.
That's what I like doing sometimes, you know, and Matt's a potter, so, you know, I don't think those sorts of shots are too much of an issue for him. And yeah, so just with these sorts of things, instead of trying to get the white in a good spot all the time, if you can limit the amount you move the white and you just got to pot a bit of a longer ball, I think that works in your favour a lot of the time.
Definitely. So easier to pot a harder ball than position the white.
Yeah, and he's actually looking at the other corner pocket.
Just pot this yellow and run through a couple of inches there to leave the long yellow into the top corner.
Yeah, it's kind of what we were talking about. I was actually thinking screw back a centimetre and play it in the other bottom corner, but you know, either way.
I like this shot. He can just stun into the red here to hold the white. Pretty much
sure.
leaves him in a pinpoint position.
Bit of confidence in the pot too.
Always miss the pot. Well, this is a pretty good chance. Neville will be pretty surprised that he was getting back to the table here, so he needs to really seize this opportunity. You feel that goes 3-0, race to 7 would be a tough climb for him against Matty, but if he can claim this one back,
Exactly right.
definitely gives him a fighting chance. And And that's a good shot. He's just off straight, which is he can pot this run through and leave himself on one of the reds to the middle. He's really got to get these, you feel, don't you? Just to grow a bit of confidence and then put himself on the board.
Oh, for sure.
You don't feel like you're really in the match until you've got a frame on the
Yeah,
board.
that's it.
And then once you've got one frame on the board, then you can start to develop from there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. The old saying, hardest ones to win are the first and
First
the
one
last.
and the last one, that's exactly right. Wow.
Oh, I think that's alright, eh?
I think he's perfect, yeah. He hit that quite hard to get not much action on the white there, I felt.
Yeah, I actually think, well, if it is on, like, I think he's played it very, very well. Exactly how he wanted it, probably. Oh well, I didn't actually think that went. Yeah, much easier out knowing that ball went.
I think the red beside the blue spot, I would leave that as my last ball because I'm going to use that to connect to the black.
Yep.
So this first one into the left middle, you'll just roll this in and roll about 2 or 3 inches forward, so you leave yourself the angle on the red into the bottom right corner again. So it's a series of just rolling the ball a few inches on each pot.
Yeah, it is quite.
So I was thinking of using the wall climb one as the last. Roll this through and then play the middle one.
You know what? It's actually
Yeah, see, that's the way. And then he's left himself a natural angle, so then you just drop this in, and then again you're on a natural angle on the last red to the middle to get onto the black.
You have to get it fairly good here though, because you don't want too much angle and you don't want to go too far.
Coming around the table here to pick your position, because it's quite important to get the correct side of this red. I think he's just okay. Yeah, that's fine. He's got a small bit of angle just to stun down and 2 of them in the same pocket.
I think he's actually pretty much perfect. It looked like the white was travelling a bit further than that.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to see on the screen.
He just looked if the black went in the top left. If it does, he just rolls it in.
Okay, so he's rolling forward for the black in the opposite middle. Okay.
No, top left.
Doesn't go.
He just looked
Oh,
at it.
we're about to find out. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
He just walked in and looked at it. I'm like,
Yeah, it didn't go in
Probably
that pocket.
more of a double check. More of a, oh, I hope that
Isn't
goes.
that odd though? Because you and I would have stunned down and played them in the same pocket.
No, I actually didn't mind his way just because there's more room for error. Because he can come off that rail and he's no chance of saving himself, or very little chance of saving himself behind that yellow. If you stun it, and you stun it a bit too far, all of a sudden you're behind that yellow, you know what I mean?
I was quite close to it though. I thought it was quite a not very difficult shot to be honest.
Yeah, either way, I'm not too sure.
Well, now he's kind of queuing off a cushion. He'll pretty much certain to get it, but
ideally he obviously wanted to be, maybe a couple more inches.
Off that rail, of course, yeah. Well done. Alright, so that's 2-1.
He actually moves quite a bit on the pressure shots, but he always gets them.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
right.
probably the only player I see that moves on like the big pots, but
He kind
still-
of lifts up off the shot before he's executed it,
Yeah,
pushes his shoulders forward on every shot.
it's interesting.
Always has.
Oh wow, so Brownie's just played a double, planted both of them. But still in a position here for a clearance.
dry breaks from that now.
Yeah.
And I think Neville's got one both times, or was it just the one?
Now I wonder does the plant from yellow onto red, does that drop into the middle? Is that a starter? If that's a starter, well then there's a big chance of a clearance here.
Play the cat and screw back to the top. Open them all up.
And I mean,
if would you be playing off the yellow to pot the red in the middle and drifting through the gap to get on the rail ball, or no?
Well, can he? This is probably a really ambitious shot and something I would play. But can he actually play the yellow onto the red, sink the red, and get the yellow to knock the one off the rail?
Yeah, I was looking at that, but I don't think the angle's there for it. I think it actually hits the rail a few inches before the red.
I was actually thinking it goes the other way, like it goes towards the black too much.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay. Didn't see that at all.
Tell you what, that's not a very good result. He's on this, and it's alright, but and you know what?
It looks like he is on it, but from our side on the viewing, it looks like he's not on that red. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, this ball closest to the camera here, that's his. I mean, there's a few tricky ones, but this is the hardest. It's close to the pocket, so it's not hard to pot, but just trying to get position on something else is the tricky part. So it's just those two yellows are in perfect spots really for Matt.
See, for me, are you gonna try pot this and hold for the bottom left red, or are you gonna pot it and come through the gap and come down to the end of the table?
Slam on the ball fine.
I don't think I see what you're saying. So yeah, maybe just roll it in and leave yourself a long pot.
Leave yourself on the long red.
Yep.
Bring the white back to the bulk line and leave the long red.
Because then all you got to do is play one good long pot and then two other really good shots, and then the black, which is the hard one. Not easy.
So pretty much every shot has to be a good shot. But you play every shot good, you probably win. Yeah, so he's gone the way I was thinking, but I'm trying to travel the white down to the bottom rail. Because if you get that white on the bottom rail, you've only got to just drop it in, and you're on everything. That was the way I seen it. But he just sometimes when you're playing them with a bit of top spin, when it hits the back rail, it spins up a little bit, and you lose a bit of pace on the white.
Yeah. I don't know if the double goes, does it?
I'm not sure.
Gotta love this other camera.
Well, if I'm Nev, I actually like cutting this red and landing the white on his rail red.
I don't think that it's cuttable though. I don't think it's cuttable. Or are you talking about?
I mean, flicking off the red and leaving the white on his red on the bottom rail. If he leaves the white on that red, he leaves him on nothing, and puts himself in a really strong position.
Yep, I like that.
Just the problem is now after missing the double, it's still a little bit hard. But if he does pull out a big shot here, everything's there for him.
Safety if it's top yellow. Bounce the top yellow and snoop on everything.
Yeah, Jeremy's pointed out that safety might be the go here from the one close to the camera. Just because he doesn't really have a pot on, it might be the option.
Let's go on it.
I feel like he's probably going to get better opportunities if he just plays one safety shot here.
Sorry, I didn't see that. I was looking for both these. I couldn't see either.
Or does this cut in? Or is he going for the long pot? Yeah. Okay, so he
tried to play it as a shot to nothing. He tried to pot it and get the white behind the yellow. Unsuccessful. This has still given them a chance.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Took 3 streams to buy it.
Did it really?
Now, can Nev see
That's
that
pretty
bottom?
good. They can hear.
Can Nev see the red on the left-hand rail?
Join in.
Just off the left-hand rail, can he see that ball?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, he mustn't be able to.
Yeah, no real fun options for him, is there?
Well, he's going to just have to play the red on the back rail, straight in the face, and just leave the white there. I think that puts Maddie in a bit of strife.
Yeah.
Put it behind the other red.
Trying to put it behind the other red is very risky because if you don't get it, you're going to leave him on.
Leave him on what though? The red stops him from going in the middle.
It's not bad. He hasn't got him behind it, but it's pretty decent. He's left him on a double.
Would that be a good chance? And he's on fire. Look at him go. Some more reds and it's over.
Brownie's looking strong there to go 3-1 up.
He loves his
He does it.
twist.
That's all this out.
Enjoy it. Wow, this is a big shot in the corner.
Big shot coming up from Maddie. Wow, I'm not too sure what he was trying to do there.
Just the safety.
Get the white top.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
tell you what, he's got a pretty big result there.
Yeah.
Because that ball that, you know, the yellow just covered Nev's starter.
Just opened up.
Now,
Nev's still got options, but, you know, would have been easier.
oh, Brownie has
What a
played an
shot.
amazing shot there. He's pumped that in with so much side to get around the black. That's a great finish. Well done, Alan Brown. Okay, so Nevis, big shot here again. Is he going to be playing this as a shot to nothing? Trying to drift behind that red again?
No, you're going for it. Oh, he's moved on
Oh,
that
he
one.
jumped straight up off that shot too. Yeah, okay.
Tell you what, he's kind of playing it as a shot to nothing though there, so...
Yeah, well that's the way Nev would normally play. He tries to play them like
I
shots
just
to
think
nothing.
if he potted it, then what's he on? If he plays it as a shot to nothing, so...
I think he was genuinely trying to come around it though as
Yep.
well. Yeah.
Black's a lot harder.
Tell you what, it's a pretty good result.
He's leaving Maddie in a position where he's got to pot himself out of trouble here.
So you don't reckon safety's an option?
Yeah. Well, the only way to safety, you've got to cover him off being able to touch those two reds
Which
together.
there's actually a big wall behind, yeah. Like where he's looking at, so where the
Yeah, so
that
skin
yellow is.
off this yellow on the left hand side and then try get it as close to the top yellow on the left.
I actually think you can hit this red to the right hand side of the table.
The yellow.
Sorry, the yellow, sorry, yeah. No, he's not going for that.
Is he trying to play this as a shot to nothing? Pot it and come in between the two yellows?
Yep.
Yeah, in between them. Yeah. Oh,
Shot.
I'm not sure if you can see anything.
Can he cut that?
Is that red past the middle or can he cut it?
I reckon he can cut it. It's a thin cut, but he can cut it.
You could cut it.
He's going for it.
The angle's cut all day long.
Oh wow. He could actually cut that quite easy.
Yeah.
And he's fell into perfect position. That was quite risky because it could have easily landed behind a yellow.
Well, I actually think he wanted to cut it thinner, and you know, then it was less risk. But it's landed good, but this plant has to land good as well.
Oh, you got to play this slow and just ball on ball, dead on. I can't believe he's played it at that pace. I really can't because there was no value in playing it at that pace.
He's got a result.
He's definitely got a result. He could have been. Those two couldn't have been touching each other after that shot.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
That push. No, good bit of angle.
Wow.
Ideally, you want to try and get the white just a bit off the rail, but it's pretty straight.
Yeah, that's enough. Well, that was not a bad shot there. You just got it an inch off the rail, which just makes it a lot more gettable than stuck to the cushion.
This black ain't easy either, though, I don't think. Like, these are definitely in the city.
Not when you're queuing down,
He
yeah.
got down the quickest I've ever seen him get down on that shot.
Yeah, he did get down very quick, didn't he?
He's going to get back up, I bet you. Wow. That was all he's missing. He got down so quick.
Okay, so they've shown a bit of emotion. It's a pretty formality for Maddie.
Yeah, you got to be pretty happy with these ones, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless he
not like
sticks
that,
to that
though.
yellow. Just held up in time.
Far out.
You'd be spewing there
Yeah.
if that stuck to that yellow after just having cherry sitting out there for you.
Exactly. Probably the only spot on the table you
You
could
could have
land.
literally put yourself in a bad spot, yeah.
Shot Tommy. Looks like you can probably just turn him right out the way.
Yeah, it's a shame that Neville didn't get that frame because it would have made for a much better match, much tighter match, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not over. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Like,
Oh, I know, but yeah, it is only a short race to 7. Yeah, you don't really want a 2 or 3 frame deficit on a race to 7.
But on
Yeah.
Tommy.
it's a good point, but yeah, it's never over. That's for sure. Like you just got to be a little bit more careful now. Like you
Yeah.
just got to make sure. I know you never always make sure of the frames, but you know you really kind of need to get the next one. 4-1. It's looking
Yeah.
pretty difficult.
4-1, that's what I mean, that 2, and then the 3 frame deficit. A race to 7 is very hard to come back to against players at that level, you know?
For sure. So I assume this.
He's
black
probably going to
cuts.
use his 2 shots maybe. I don't know.
Does
if
he, I don't think. Does he have to?
Nah, cuts. He's got 2, but he can't.
it's 2
No.
of them.
He's got 2, but he don't need them. You walked around and have a look at it first.
Why did he have 2? Neville just missed the black.
Oh no, he only had 1.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
Yeah, he only had 1.
I was going to say I must be bloody up with the fairies, but
He was playing
turns
like
out you
that.
two are. Nah, I think that was just all the angle he had on his last ball. So
Sometimes these frames go on for so long, you forget what's happened.
Nev jumped up on black.
watch over.
Okay, so we're Matty Bolton's 3-1 up. Could very easily have been the other way.
Yep,
It
definitely.
could easily have been Neville 3-1 up.
For sure. Watch old Nev get into the break here. He gets right into it.
Double wide again.
Oh,
wow.
right. The exact same pocket. Oh no, double pocket. Oh, can't use that one.
Let's have to go Reds.
Yeah, you just got that one ball that you need to promote, and
Now,
you've got a ball.
normally in this circumstance, I would normally pick trying to extract that in my first or second shot.
Yep.
I don't wait I don't wait the distance to try do it later because you want to try
Looks
get
like
into
it goes
it.
in the corner here.
But if it goes in the right hand corner, you almost want to try drop onto it straight away as soon as possible.
Just try and get down there.
Yeah, this frame is all about that ball, isn't it?
Well, would you set the wide up? See, I liked potting. Where he's leaving the cue now, I like potting the red into the middle, left middle, and just top spinning forward and getting on that straight away.
I originally thought that, but you can't hit the ball. You'd have to hit it relatively hard into the centre, and especially when you really want reds, you want something that's more of a, I guess, guaranteed pot.
Yeah. It's just that shot was quite difficult to land perfect, whereas you could predict it a lot better. But I think he's still on it. I actually
disagree. Like, I actually really like this shot, and you can actually, I suppose you're getting a bit close to the centre, but you can try and hit the rail, the left-hand rail as well, and the white will be going towards the red.
Towards the red, yeah. You know, he might be trying to get back on it again off this shot.
What's that?
He might be trying to get back on it again off this shot.
Yep.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Oh, he's hit it
And
hard
again,
though.
it's too much this time as well. He's pretty much needed the same spot again.
You can do it again from the middle ball. Just keep going.
Yeah, it's getting harder now, isn't it?
Yeah. I know you didn't like that red at the start going because you're hitting it hard into the middle, but I do really strongly feel that you do get the pot, you're pretty much certain to be on the red.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't have to do anything, you just bounce the ball, it's not like that's going out.
The more balls you pot though, you're reducing your chances, you know?
For sure.
You're opening it up for the other player, so you know, I don't mind cutting this, to see the bottom red that he's looking at down there, I don't mind potting that into the right hand corner with left hand side and coming off the two rails and kicking it out either.
Yeah. Oh wow, he's cut it. Oh, you don't want to promote that yellow. Oh, I tell you what, it's tough now, isn't it? You gotta.
He's putting all his eggs in one basket, but to be honest, he's still got he's still got 2 other balls after this pot to have a good chance of getting on that red. But it's getting back onto the black, unless that black goes past that yellow.
I think it does go past the
Okay,
yellow.
if it does, well then, yeah. I don't mind having a dip here.
Yeah, it's tricky though. I mean, how you playing it? You play the middle of the 3 reds now.
Middle of the 3.
And then the middle left. Like the
well,
left
I'm putting the middle of the 3 and just rolling 1 inch, and then I'm playing the one at the right of that to screw down about another couple of inches to leave the angle on the left-hand red to come down. Okay, so I don't know.
Well, he didn't have any angle on that ball. I was actually thinking screw it back an inch and then play the red.
Oh, but
to the
he's
middle.
rolled it forward to put himself in that position. He could have just rolled forward 1 inch and he would have been the perfect angle on that red to just stun to here. To cut across.
Yeah, but he, like, being so straight, he was so close to that yellow.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to get position.
So it goes in the middle as well. Just come down that side and put it in the middle.
Try to kill this yellow a bit. Sorry, this white.
Just land on the black
No,
spot.
it's going big.
Wow.
Wow, that's a big shot. Oh, he just ran out of pace again. He was.
One more attempt.
If that was just a touch harder, he would have been perfect.
One way Jackie into the corner.
Might be forced to go off the yellow here to ball it in the corner.
Yep.
Of this one in here? I was thinking of that one in there. What would you do?
Too close to work, Nathan.
Huh?
What's he saying? Yeah, but what?
Trying to land too close to work.
It's just a disaster.
his mates are just saying like move an inch and then screw off. Tristan's saying too close to work
Yeah, but that's Tristan's always going to say that because
because he hasn't got.
he's not quite there yet, is he?
He hasn't got the ball position. Don't pop that.
Ah.
That's a shot. I don't know why he didn't just pop that.
I think Nev should definitely get these. Yeah, that's a good shot.
He's dead straight though. He wanted a little bit angle.
I think he's just got a tiny bit. Just enough to stun underneath the black.
I wanted to be on that ball first.
He can even roll forward. Me personally, I like to stun across, but it looks like he's got just a touch of angle.
Yeah, looks pretty straight, I reckon. He's just going to have to roll forward a tiny bit.
Tristan, is this going to be like this for the night? You're going to be arguing with me there, too.
No, he's agreeing with you on that last one. I liked your first option as the middle.
It must be a different angle than I think. Turn the rolls through a little bit. Can you help with that other yellow?
You can either just roll it in if he has the if he doesn't have too much angle, otherwise just
So he's
top
got
spin.
Top off and back
Yeah.
out. Doesn't it? Does look like he's got
Either
top
way,
spin.
he's looking alright.
Yeah, just dropping it in. Oh, he was perfect. He's had to jump in above that shot as well.
Yeah, he's
He's a lot more edgier tonight than he was Tuesday night gone.
well, I don't know. I noticed him move quite a bit, to be honest.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm too on my own
Yeah,
little zone there
exactly.
to realise what was going on. I normally kind of trying to zone out from other players when I'm playing. Yeah.
Beautiful shot. Oh no, bit too far.
Overran at a touch, but still shouldn't be a problem from here. Nice and close to his work, so
Exactly. I tell you what, you love putting the commentator curse on.
it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, he won't be missing this one. Oh, he'll get this one. Yeah.
Oh, well, look, I told him he'd get them.
Yeah,
Watch.
yeah. Oh, here we
Watch.
go.
You
Here
ready?
we go. Yeah. Just wait another 30 seconds for him to play a shot.
Okay, we've just got another minute to wait.
So every time he pushes his shoulders forward before he cues.
Oh, Nathan, what have you done,
Oh my
mate? What have
God.
you done? This is just
I'm-
rookie commentary, mate.
Nah, see, this commentary is just designed specifically for Tristan. Because I know, well, Tristan's sitting at home going, oh my God, he's done it. He said it. He said it.
Yeah, I try to stay clear of saying that sort of stuff, eh? Alright. If in doubt, give it a clout.
I think the red's in the way from the 2 rolling.
What do you reckon here? This has to be 47 cushion escape
Well,
into
that-
some pocket.
That's not Neville's style, though, is it? He doesn't like just giving it a belt.
But to be honest, can you find another solution?
There-
Like-
yeah, I think that that's the only option I see.
You have to double kiss it closer to the red and try to slug the frame out, but
Chris Melling 2 roll in the corner.
just touch it up over the red.
Chris Melling 2 roll in the corner.
Yeah,
So now
he's just going to touch it up.
But then, like, you're just going to have to work out what
But
you're doing
but
next.
now his next shot's even worse.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't really agree. You know, you obviously got to look shots ahead, and that was pretty obvious that putting that there, you know, Matty's going to just leave him distant and put him in even worse trouble.
Just buying time.
Mm-hmm.
Matt will try switch these in snooker, so
Yep.
he'll come off the face of the red and get it to come back down towards the blue spot and try hide the white behind it.
Other than that, I'd want him to hit the
Okay, so you just wanted to double it back down the table and get the white over.
black anyway.
Neville might be scratching that head a few more times.
Double piece and try and shoot it into the white pocket.
long table triple, mate. Every
This
day
is
of the
a
week.
long table, double kiss, hope for the best.
Super the white in the pocket.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
It's a shot.
Wow, not bad.
It's a very nice shot. I mean,
Matt will probably likely just touch off the red and leave it sticking to the black.
has he left a gap or has he left a gap?
Imagine if he had left a gap, that
Well,
would be crazy.
they're both looking at it, and Matt's just put his head
Can
up.
you give us a close up on that, Jeremy? See if we can see that angle.
Tell you what, it's definitely a chance because the way Matt walked back from the table, he did not look happy.
Yeah, okay, wow.
And the way Nev's lining it up, he's not lining it up unless there's a chance.
Just be careful of being off here. You get so fixated on the pot and forget about the white.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful there.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Man.
Huge gap.
Jesus.
I think he played it well.
Made that look like a monster.
I don't think it was. Yeah, I think it was a massive gap.
Yeah, great shot, well
He
done.
played it as well as he could have.
3-2.
Those can easily, if you just
That's some of that can be a little mini turning point in the game.
Yep.
You know, because that should have been really 4-1. And I suppose when we go back to us probably giving that black a smack and Neville decided to slug it out instead, it just goes to show you just don't know what another player is going to do when he comes to the table. It's amazing.
yeah, far out.
You got the commentators guess.
It wasn't really, I just did that for Tristan.
I'm sure Nev thanks you. Again, try.
another,
Can't get a ball.
Yeah, another drive rate from that.
Seems to be a great match going on the other table as well, 3-3. Do you have a dip here in these?
I always have a dip, mate. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're not easy, but you gotta.
Well, you've still got that yellow at the bottom end of the table beside the red. Doesn't go anywhere at the moment, but the other yellow does go off it. Just down, the yellow just past the middle.
Yep.
I think
Yeah,
that
it
might
does.
actually go off it into the corner. So that will be, and by playing that shot, and if it goes in, you're on the other, you're in the yellow to the opposite middle.
It's actually a really hard shot. I was just looking at the table then. Got a perfect line of it from where I stand.
It is on though.
It is on,
yeah.
but you got to get it pretty precise, and you got to just get it past the red, which means if you don't get it right, you can flick the red, and stuffs it all up. You can also just promote it if you get good angle on.
See, I like playing it, but playing it at a slow pace, and in or over. And if it drops in, you can go game, and if it doesn't, you've still got a little bit of coverage.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. A bit of. Okay, so has he done that on purpose to leave the angle to put this yellow into the middle and cannon into the red?
Yeah.
This middle into the red, and then yeah, he must have left. Okay. I don't mind that either. That's not a bad shot either.
Tristan cool.
What a
Nice shot, well done. He's a little bit stiff there.
Cannon on this now.
Yeah, that's a little
thin
bit
cut.
unfortunate.
It's a very thin cut.
This is.
Yeah, it's a very thin cut. Might not even be possible.
Yep, gotcha.
I just wonder if you can get the right hand middle in there.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I think he's just off.
To tell you what, I reckon that's probably the worst possible result. Like how good he played it.
And he played it like to precision, like quite slowly. He just needed to hit a full ball instead hit a quarter ball and drifts it around.
Yeah. interesting.
I did like that option, but I honestly thought the one before, when I said playing the yellow off the yellow, was a far better option because you get to pot or cover, and if you pot it, you're straight on the yellow in the middle. You're on a perfect clearance from there.
Yeah, okay. It was a hard
Really
shot.
hard cut. Yeah, you were right. Really hard. You're under that one.
It's been pretty technical tonight. There hasn't been a clearance yet, has there?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been very tactical, hasn't it?
What are you doing, Tom? Oh, he's gonna...
Just getting another ball in the mix. I don't think he really wanted it right in the middle though.
Yeah, Nev's got to push this down over the hole.
It's something.
It's not bad.
Tell you what though, if Matt can pot this red that he's closest to, come off the side rail.
And cannon the red out.
Nah, I actually think just land on it and then get the red off the top rail as we look and try and cover the pocket.
Yeah,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Off the rail and then.
I think
fit
Matt, this red at the bulk end, I think he'll just double this straight back down into the corner. Cover the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not bad.
I think it does it.
He's just coming off the face of it, is he? To try put the... What's he trying to do here? Just get some separation on those two yellows. Has he left where he can play the red? See the two yellows? Can he play the red off the outside yellow and put it inside the pocket?
Say that one again.
So can he... This red here,
Oh,
can he
yeah.
play that off the yellow and put it inside?
Ooh.
So the two yellows on the bottom right hand corner, play the red off the right hand yellow and cover the pocket. Yeah, that's what he's at. Yeah, that's the shot. That's a great shot.
Tell you what, that white.
It was a little bit risky the way the white went, but that was, yeah, definitely the right shot.
Yep, for sure.
Gives Neville quite a bit to think about. What would you do from here?
Smack the yellow he's closest to up into the bottom left.
Oh, just pot out, eh? An angle special.
When in doubt, pot out.
That's
my
it. Yeah. I've seen it's worked well for you over the years. You know, you've won a few tournaments this year. Can't deny you that. So,
That's it.
Yeah.
Neville will never play a shot like that, though. I tell you.
No, definitely not.
Just push the yellow into the reds. Make it
You
nice.
probably learned a lot off Tristan living with him over the
Yeah,
years, haven't
mate, yeah. A few tactical battles over the days. Flick off it and then leave the white on the left-hand rail.
you? Yeah. Oh, you might pot it. Oof. Okay. Hasn't really gained any benefit from that. You know, matters all the time in the world now to secure this frame. I don't feel there's any need to do anything
Anything
crazy here.
eh?
Nah, I think probably just put this red, the right hand corner red, just put it a little bit better over the hole and just tuck the white up behind the yellow.
Uh-huh.
And just keep putting Nev in all sorts of trouble here until you have an opener to finish the frame. There's no need to go for anything unnecessary. Even if he wanted it to try to develop the game a little bit quicker, he could even split the two reds, but then send the white back over towards his red hanging over the right hand corner.
Yeah, well, it's just those two middle reds nearest the black that are the issue. So yeah, I think you're right.
I think just touch it over the hole, stick the
cover
white
the
to the yellow,
pocket,
cover the pocket, stick the
shot.
white to the yellow, and you're just so favourite.
He's just cutting it in from like. No.
Nah, just touching it over.
Okay, interesting.
I wasn't mad about that shot because there was no advancement from it. You know, he could have advanced the right hand red and put that better over the hole. Just because there's a gap for the yellow to sit underneath it.
Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and Nev's just trying to make it as ugly as possible, try to kill balls and put the black in the mix and make it hard. If I'm at the two reds that are stuck together, I'm just going to play that off the bottom right hand rail and just nudge my other red over to cover that yellow from being able to go in. So you cover that, so you want two reds over that bottom right hand corner pocket to cover that pocket completely. You don't want to give him an opportunity of nabbing that pocket on you. Didn't agree with that shot. He straight away has given him this yellow underneath the red. I'm really surprised he did that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
this actually gives Neville a chance to kind of just get back.
If Nev somehow manages to keep this over the hole, it's then a 50-50 frame. Very hard to not pot it though. He's got to judge the pace here if he's going to take the pocket. I don't know, I can't see.
Tell you what, it's actually not the worst, that's for sure.
Well, it's gave him the opportunity, and that was specifically because Matty didn't. He should have broke those bottom two reds and covered that pocket completely on the right in the shot before. It's not a bad shot. The yellow that's that's sandwiched between the two reds, just above the black spot, I would be cutting that over towards the red. So you've got three yellows then almost covering that pocket. You give them two, pot the hanging red. Oh no.
A lot of work to do.
There's actually not that much work to do if you give him two.
If you give him two, no way. Yeah. Because he can play the red off the black, develop the black, and put the red over the hole, and then he pots all his dollies. No, you don't do that.
Can you see how far the red off the black's not even possible? It's miles away from each other.
No, you don't have to pot it.
You don't even have to either way. You can still just
You
set
have to
it
pot
up.
it for, you've got two shots.
So is he cutting the yellow I'm talking about?
It's going the other way.
Oh, okay.
Like that. It's just opened up the...
It's not bad. It's still not too bad. It's still not too bad. But Matt's still got a good bit to think about.
It's a shame for Matt that this red in the centre there is actually right in the jaws, because otherwise
He
you'd
could
try
be able to run it down.
Yeah, there's no real ball that you can just get over that
Well,
area.
see, the red that's above the black though, he can play that quite wide and still put it in front of the yellow. You know, so he could pot this red, play the plant.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Now that's different. Now, if in this position now, I actually don't mind playing the yellow onto the red and dropping it in. From this position, I don't mind doing it, but I probably still wouldn't.
You can get that red out. Do you reckon that's an even better shot? So,
yeah, just play the yellow, bottom left-hand corner, play it into the jaw, push the red out, hopefully leave your yellow there, and you've now switched the table. And that's all relates back to just one technical error from Matt earlier on. Yeah.
For sure.
Like he was 90% on odds favourite to win the frame, and just one technical error has allowed Neville to switch the game.
Yeah, and that's it. And you know,
It'd be interesting to see. It'd be nice to see if Nev actually does play that shot, because you're right, that is absolutely the shot to play. Pushing that red away from that pocket.
Yep. I think he actually tried to get it out a little bit, just nudge it open, maybe.
Oh, no, I think he just wanted the yellow. No, I think the way he played it, he just wanted it over there. I'm not too sure what he was trying to do with the white.
Yeah, I know he wanted the yellow around that area, but I just thought the way he played it as well, maybe trying to get the hole open, but probably not actually. There's not that much advantage doing that.
What does he do now? He's going to have to pot the hanging red. Because there's no value, unless he can see the bottom. Can you see the bottom yellow?
The bottom yellow?
Yeah, can the one he's closest to, can he see that? I don't know if he can see.
Yeah, we've got this camera angle here.
Right.
Can you hear us at all? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Ask him that?
Yeah, Nathan just wanted to know if you could hit that. That's alright. Yeah, I don't mind putting the red now.
See, if he's going to touch this, he has to only... If he's going to play this yellow, he needs to only move it maybe 1 or 2 mil. He definitely doesn't want to move it any more than 1 or 2 mil. He needs that yellow as protection. If he pushes it too far wide, it'll allow Matt to be able to pot his hanging red and come back underneath it. So if he's going to touch this one he's closest to, he can only just barely touch it, in my opinion. But I to be honest, it actually is very risky potting the hanging red, because the other red goes inside that yellow. So this shot now, just nudging the yellow just half an inch is all he needs.
I wonder, I think...
Oh no!
So I think the reason...
not the shot.
But I think the reason he didn't just flick it is because maybe it was in off with the white.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And I don't know if you could actually put that red without having to, like, you know, come off the rail or something. The one on the left hand side.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was actually pretty tricky. Brownie's just missed the black.
Can he? Is he just gonna come
And
off the
good
red
result.
and then
Oh my
kiss the
God.
yellow?
Ooh,
Kiss the
good
yeah,
round.
that's a great shot from Matty.
Yeah.
Well done.
Just leave that for a bit.
Is on the other table is that Tommy on the back?
No, Brownie just missed the black.
Oh.
And Tommy's on the yellow. Great lead by Brownie.
Huh?
Great lead by Brownie.
It's a Brownie special. He loves it.
The shot to nothing.
Well, it's a shot to nothing. If you're gonna miss, you're gonna want to put the white in a bad position. It's not luck if you play it that way, you know. Would it be a bold prediction to say whoever wins this frame wins the match?
Tell you what, you know, these are the frames you really want to win, hey? 'Cause you put in so much
honestly,
work.
I think that would be, if I'm going to make a bold prediction, that
Yeah,
would be it. I think
okay,
whoever
yeah.
wins this frame, I think wins the match. Early call, but again, it's only race to 7, so
For sure. And if you ever wondered why Neville's matches go for so long in this Premier League singles, pretty sure every one of Nev's matches has gone till midnight after the second match.
Well, after you and I played in the semi-final? Quarter-final?
Quarter-final of what?
When me and you played.
For the Champions League?
Yeah, so we were finished and Neville was here till 12:30 at night or something.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. And that's probably a...
And then again, I played Luke Foss and we were finished at 10:30 and the boys didn't finish till 12:30.
Yeah, I think Nev just wants to hang around.
Yeah, he just loves it.
Just loves pool.
Yeah, he's like, don't ever want to go home. So what's for me at home? I'd rather just play pool.
So that's a pretty bad result for Matt there. He's cannon them up and the yellows just come straight in front of the red. And that hurts because, as we were saying, these are the ones you really want to win, and you know, and you've got a chance to go for the out, and then it will just, you know, go.
There it is. Ooh.
Wow.
Clean under.
You know, isn't it amazing, the turn of events?
Black onto the yellow.
This is a smart shot from Nev. Yellow onto black, onto yellow and cover the hole. And even if he hits a slightly thick and goes off the red, you're better off hit it slightly thick rather than thin, obviously, you know?
For sure. You can almost, like, if the yellow goes in, it's,
oh, okay.
I was going to say...
I didn't love going for it because unless he's fat on the double, like, does that double go inside? It must do. I actually think it does.
Yeah, it looks
you know,
like
he gets
does.
the double, he's probably out. I'll tell you one thing, if he gets the double and gets the clearance here, his confidence is going to grow a lot from that frame, absolutely. And it'll be...
oh, he's gone for it, yeah.
Yeah, I think he has to. I think that's... I mean, you can't wait to try get as good position as what he's in now for the double.
True.
And his connecting ball is his other middle one, so it's middle, the two of them in the same pocket.
You know what I actually like? This is more personal preference. Rolling the left centre in, then ball in the middle of the table, and leaving your double for the corner. But I actually like playing the corner doubles over the trying to cut. Because this is a bit of a cut as well. It's not a dead straight double. Dead straight doubles are a lot easier than when you have to kind of cut it and the white goes round and all that sort of thing.
I think he can play this in at just a medium pace and hold for two yellows in the same middle.
I feel like the white's going behind the red if it goes naturally, if he plays it naturally.
We'll soon find out. He seems to be...
Yeah, looks like he's screwing back.
Oh, yeah, he's on it.
Yeah, but that was hard.
But you know what?
Really
he's
hard.
forced the white down there. That didn't actually need to be that far down.
No,
he's played that with a took the left hand side as well, and actually arced, like he's kind of put the white in that position. I think he didn't need to make it that difficult.
No, I think because the natural line was going right behind that red, I think he had to play it that way.
Yeah, okay.
Moved. You know, those are the shots you hate to miss, hey?
Alright, so we're early now. I've made my ball prediction there.
Wow.
Oh god. Okay. I'm happy to say it in commentary, but I don't want to put money on it.
Do what we did in Belgium, put $1 on it.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? That is a huge frame to win in the scheme of things when, you know, Matt was realistically favourite for pretty much the whole frame.
Yeah.
4-2 and 3
for sure. Well, as I said, Nev's a fighter, so...
Oh, Terminator.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He loves these sorts of frames.
Well done.
Nice.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yep, too easy. Yep, cheers.
Big in there. because, you know, Matt's 4-2 up, he's got a lot of confidence and he's feeling really good to keep going. 3-all.
Well, really, I mean, it could be either way, really. I mean, 3-all was probably the right score at the end of the day, knowing that it could be 5-1 either way.
So it's 2 blacks, yeah.
Yeah. And on the other table, Brownie's 4-3 up. Looks like a bit of a battle there as well. I mean, these frames haven't been the quickest on this table, and
yeah, Brownie knocked off a few quick ones and he's just gone into some tacticals.
Right.
He's looking like he's on a bit of a pot out here.
Yep. These reds are a little bit all over the place. He's got to move the white. It's not too bad though. I just wonder if that red goes in the centre, the right hand side one. Very hard to tell. Oh, he has not hit that well.
Screw back from the one into the corner.
I don't think he's on a ball, to be honest.
The one into top right.
Top right, okay,
And just screw back and you can land on both balls.
Yep.
If you come far enough, you've got that red to the middle.
Yep, that's the shot.
Got a kid as well,
It just goes to show one bad positional shot, and all of a sudden the game just gets a lot harder.
Oh, yeah. You can have what looks like a pretty easy out, and you just land on the wrong side of one ball, and that out just looks so much harder.
Exactly right.
Recovery central.
That's why the pros make it look so easy, and then you try and do it, and you're like, you know what, this isn't as easy as it looks.
I don't know how they do it without walking around and looking. I find if I walk around and look and take a bit of time, I can get it there.
Yeah.
But if I don't walk around and look, I'll like go, oh yeah, leave it there, and then I'll walk around them straight, or
Yep.
you know, it's just I see some of them like Rusty, you know, like he just runs around the table just pots, but he's put so much time and effort into the game that he just knows where to land.
Yeah, he's put a few hours into the game, that's for sure.
So these boys are back. I'm loving my new camera, but I don't like the buffering so much.
What do you mean, the buffering? Like what?
No, it keeps going like buffering a bit.
Is it better quality than the last one?
Nah, it's not as good quality as my other camera. Not, I don't think so, but
Why did you say you're loving the camera then?
Because I can adjust it, tilt it, move it. Without having to go to the camera.
For sure.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Huh? Great Northern. Can't see. Great Northern? Yeah. Or Swan-Day. Swan-Day.
Things come up dry. Oh, it might have been in off actually, because normally the white don't land there, so it might
I don't know, I reckon the white lands there quite often.
That's where I put it when I give it to my opponent, you know, I put it on the top cushion.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
okay. Yep, there you go.
yeah.
Tell you what, it's crazy how often my white lands there after the break.
You like to screw the white back though, off the break, don't you?
Not
And
really.
it gets kicked.
Yeah, it just gets
Yeah.
kicked up there and then starts to bounce back and another ball hits it back.
Yeah, rack and runs, that happens a lot to me because I don't have to worry about going in off.
Yeah.
So I've taken on a bit of your break, you know, where you just leap into it.
Just spit as
give it
hard as you
all.
can.
It's been working.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's it, mate. You
Try
gotta,
and control the white, just come straight down the middle of the table, but it just gets smacked by the balls no matter what you do.
I used to try and control the white and yeah,
This might be.
winning off no matter what, so might as well give it massive hit.
If you can get rid of the ball, cheers man. If you can get rid of the ball on the middle pocket and get back out, he's got a good chance.
All right, back at it.
Could even just like a bit of
What's
top right and just check through
Maddie's
the
on
gap.
yellows?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this off the break?
So Neville went him off the break.
Oh, okay.
So that's the third time actually. Now that I
Oh, he
think
put
about
the
it.
gap.
Yeah,
Well,
these
we're gonna
yellows
pick
you could not have asked for him to be any better.
And I'm assuming the black goes into the top right. It doesn't look like it goes in the top left.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's on in top right. Yeah.
So he's just got one good positional shot. He's landed by the walk line. Got the other one and give himself a little bit on the back. A bit
Well,
far.
that's
Now he's got a hold
a
on
bit
the
further
red.
than he would have liked.
And if he hits the red, it could kill the black.
I think he's got enough angle here. I think he can just drop it in.
Oh, you reckon?
I
But
think
then
so.
don't you have to come up and down table?
No, I think he can just drop it in, and he'll just naturally float down.
Dropping it in,
Mind you,
getting too
I don't know.
close
I don't know
to
if he's playing drag on it or he's actually stunning into the red.
Screw into the red.
Yeah, into the red. Okay, it's a good
That's
shot.
pretty lucky. You know, because
Good
you
shot,
don't
but
know
he
where
was
that red's going.
relying on a bit there. But he's the cannon master, isn't he?
That's a good point. But with the bigger balls and not the
Yeah.
small light, mate.
Yeah, but all those rack and runs, we've been doing so many of them.
That's true. Well, he's probably playing a lot more cool than Snooker, isn't he?
He's played heaps, man. He put a lot of time in for those rack and runs. Shooting Matty.
It's a good finish.
Crowd goes wild. That was the quickest frame we've seen.
Alan Brown here on a finish on the back table. He's got a little bit of work to do to get from one to the other. Breaking dish.
Oh yeah, there's a decent chance, you know. When you get
Neither of
one,
them got a ball off the
He
break.
positions the white right in the middle.
does he? Yeah.
Screws straight.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, screws
It's
straight.
it's not a screw. It's a stun back.
He doesn't hit him that hard though, does he? And I think that's probably the reason he's probably not getting many balls off the break.
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes you hit him soft and you get more balls in when you
Oh
try
god,
and
I see
belt
C graders getting 3 balls off the break, and I hit them a million mile an hour and I can't get a ball. It's
Hey,
there's
you can do
a
whatever colour you want. I didn't realise.
him. Actually, when I racked him for you, you were getting a ball.
yeah. Well, I had been
first and
working on the break a little bit.
I noticed you got one in the middle, the left
Into the middle,
every
left
time.
middles a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 in a row.
That's that stun, stun back break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of just giving the balls an opportunity to spread without the white touching them. But I trade my break for yours any day.
on both of them, Terry, or just the top ones?
Well, like, pretty bad result really. He's got Chinese on this one, and you can't really get position.
Can't develop anything. Yeah.
It's shocking, really, isn't it? Like you can't really do much with this.
Terry said it's easier to see in white. Just change the colour.
Because you can do so little, I would almost be pushed into, see the yellow closest to the red? Down past the blue spot, the yellow and red. Glance off that yellow and put it behind the other yellow. It's an option, it's not great, but I think it's better than trying to queue over this ball.
Yeah, I actually found with these sorts of things, because you're so set on the out, and you were originally going to go for these 2 balls, it's hard to change your mind on these 2 balls, but I do actually think you're probably right playing...
Glancing off the third, the yellow, glance off the last one, quarter ball off the side rail and back behind the other yellow.
I'll just cover this
Yeah,
instead.
actually, you know what, covering's not a bad option
Just
either.
put this on the hole. He's potted it.
Putting it, oh, wow,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
he's going to have a dip then, he's looking to pot this and run into the yellow.
not too bad then. I mean,
Even if you can just land just before the black, then you've got a nice angle to go into that red and yellow. Just depends on how thin he is.
I'll tell you one thing, if he comes between the black and the yellow, I tell you, if that had been just one notch further,
yeah. They're all perfect.
he would have been absolutely plumb.
Not bad. Yeah, especially if he's on this one in the middle. I reckon that yellow now goes past him.
Correct middle. Is that correct?
Yeah, Brownie's on the left. So
Oh,
it's his fourth round
Yeah, but
scorecard.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought there was a frame.
Yeah, I don't
since
think they
then.
put their score up.
I thought there was
as
a
in-
frame since then.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
might not have, but I can only go by the scorecard.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's either 4-all or 5-3. In
Ask
Tommy
Tam,
and
she'll tell
Brownie's.
you.
Yeah,
She'll be watching.
I can almost guarantee you it's 4-all, and Tommy's just forgot to put his score up. Probably too drunk already.
I've never said it. Oh, yeah, no, he's drinking. Swannies.
Yeah.
This ain't easy.
Oh my god, that's a
That's
great
a
shot.
great shot.
God, and it's very unlucky that the red has landed where it has. Thanks, Glenn. 5-3 to Brownie. Brownie's not that good at putting his score on either, from the looks of it.
Which is pretty unusual for him. He's normally straight on top of it there when he wins.
Yeah, it's true. He's horrible at adjudicating though. You didn't say that? Bloody hell. Hits like 68 seconds and he's like, oh, 20 seconds. Yeah, that was the shot to play from Neville. Like, there's no easy clearance for Matt, so just, you know, tap up next to the red, make him use one, and then yeah, he has to try and work out something now. So yeah, double, try and get your ball off the rail and leave a bad white for Neville maybe. Might be the option.
Oh, that's pretty
Nice
good.
one there,
Pretty
eh?
good, He has left the hanging yellow.
Matt will be okay with Neville potting that yellow.
I'm sure he will be.
Yeah. So if there's a ball to leave, it's definitely that one.
Just touch up behind the red again.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Neville's got all control, so
Yeah, it is the right shot to play. I tell you what shot I don't mind with the two shots. I don't mind just running off the right hand side of this red, off the cushion, and play the red down onto the yellow and drop the yellow in. It is really risky there, giving them two,
you know what?
but
That's it's actually that yellow over the pocket there is actually towards the left of the hole, so you're never actually gonna like cover that pocket with the red. You know what I mean?
well,
So-
you can double kiss it in, but it's
You can.
yeah.
but then
If
it
you
doesn't really
if
cover.
you hit it dead on, it double kisses, falls in, and the red stays at that point. But yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a little bit too risky anyway because you're giving away two, and he could just open his balls in the first shot, and
Yeah, and go game. Yeah, it's not bad though.
it's like. But there is a lot to do as well in getting them balls open and being on them too.
Matt's using his snooker background here. Just keeps putting the white, behind
Yeah, that's it.
one of the colours on the D, or behind the right on the cushion there, leaving the white on the cushion.
I think Nev is going to be forced just to glance off this yellow and leave the white on the back rail.
Yep. And that's good because he opens up the black as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to go for that one. It might be the other one. It all depends on what he can see, how much he can see of either ball.
I feel like either one is a possible in off.
Well, the first one I think is an in off. The second one depends on how much of it you can see. He doesn't have to play it hard though. If it is an in off scenario, you just play it a bit softer and don't give the white an opportunity to get over that part.
Yeah.
The reds are still in a very bad position.
So I think he actually played a bit of a swerve there, just so he didn't go in off. Thanks, Manda. Yeah, Matt's in a bloody world of hurt.
Yeah.
I wonder.
And this was kind of to be expected from the Terminator anyway.
Yeah, exactly right.
This was pretty much what we were going to expect to happen.
Yeah. Do you just play the red down the rail and put the yellow?
Me personally, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that because you got to be a little bit careful in the way you play, because you don't want to leave him on the open yellow. You've still got to kind of leave him behind the black and make sure that he can't pot a ball on his first shot.
Okay, didn't like it.
See, that's I suppose from a snooker background as opposed to a pool player, we would have seen that as an opportunity straight away.
Yeah, just put the pressure on, because
the pressure would have been really on, as long as you don't give him a straight out pot in the first shot. You put him in a world in big trouble. You're forcing him into it, and the chances of getting it is pretty unlikely.
Yeah, well, Nev tapped the table for that shot, saying good shot, Matt, but maybe he was just happy Matt didn't take the pocket.
I think so too. Yeah, he was just being a little bit courteous. Gone. I don't want to give anything away. Well, now Nev is in a way better position now, because Matt, he definitely should have taken that pocket then. I really felt that would have been the frame changer.
Yep.
Yeah, he's really got to fudge up for another little bit. He's got to cover a yellow, cover a pocket, and then wait for the opportunity to pot the yellow.
Yeah. Well, Matt's got all the little devices from his snooker background, so needing a longer queue, no dramas for him. Also, could use the spider. If there's anyone that can use the spider, it's it'd be either of these two, I would have thought. Nev's probably played days and days of non-stop using the rest and using the spider. How he just practices all the time.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing he'd do. Oh, Matt doesn't like either of these options.
Shell brownie.
Oh, Alan Brown's got a tough half-cut black to go 6-3.
Those are such hard shots.
Does Brownie get it?
It goes.
Oh, it's in. Oh, he nicked off the yellow too and it went in. Wow, Brownie 6-3 up. He's on the hill. If you're Nev here, are you gonna bring the yellow that's stuck to the two reds? Are you gonna clip off that and put the white on the top rail? Bring it into play and put the white on the top rail? Or you think it's too risky because you're still leaving a half chance of an out?
Well,
I like it. It's an aggressive play, but you're bullying your opponent into having a bit of a dip,
yeah, I don't mind it.
I just think that the longer you leave it there, you're going to put him in a position to be able to pot your hanging yellow and then reverse the strategy, you know. So
For sure.
I think bringing it into open play now and putting him right on the top rail, I think he becomes box favourite. Even though Matt might put the other red over the hole, but then you bring your other one into play.
Yep.
Now, unfortunately, there.
Oh wow, what a shot! Almost.
I'm not sure he brought it enough into play though.
No, I think he has, and we can maybe see on the.
Can we see if that goes in the middle?
I'd say it definitely does.
Does it? Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Because from our angle, it looks like they're stuck together, but the other angle shows there's a big gap.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's a good shot by Nev.
Yeah, I definitely think that was the right shot.
Mhm. And you know, Matt's ideal shot here is to cover the.
Well, his only option to do is cover the hole, but then it allows Nev to take the yellow away from there and run back up to the top of the table again.
And even covering the hole's hard. Oh well, that's getting two over there is not bad, but that's a very good shot.
I don't think he's covered it, but
I'll be trying to get it out now.
to be honest, if I'm Nev here, honestly, I know this probably sounds a bit weird, but I'm going to play the yellow onto the red and drop the red in, and then I'm going to, you know, and then you've got complete coverage.
As it stands, that black doesn't go anywhere.
I think that's what Nev was looking at here. I think this is a smart play. Yellow onto red. Yeah, that's the shot.
Yeah,
I think he would have liked it just stuck on the cushion, but I think that is the smart play. If he had left the yellow on the rail, he definitely would have been in the box C. Now it's given Matt an opportunity to go cushion first and take the pocket again after he plays one more shot.
Yep. Even like having a kick out of now. Getting rid of that ball at the same time.
I don't know why he played it at that pace. I didn't think it required that pace. He could have just dropped it in and been a lot more conservative on that shot.
If Matt has a kick shot now, he can actually get rid of one of his dead balls. Because all this does is push the black over there. So I reckon he didn't get enough to get past the black. No, he can. Great
Wow.
shot.
Well, it wasn't.
Way different angle.
I think it's a really good shot because, well, you've still got the two. And
well, unless if the black goes under the yellow.
I think it definitely does.
Yeah.
If it does, well, then he's in a good position.
Sure does. Flies in there.
And if it,
Flies in.
Oh yes. Oh, if that's the case, then he can run off.
He's got perfect aim to get down there now too.
He can run off the red, or play this to top, in and out of bulk. I don't cover.
He doesn't like it. Just drop this in and then use the one from the middle to get down there and then come back up. So you can just use this one to get down there now.
God, it's a real game, isn't it? It's amazing how, you know, he finishes that yellow on the rail.
Yeah.
You know, Matt is in all sorts of trouble, like, so by just 1 inch has just allowed Matt to be able to clear this frame up. Amazing.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's mad how clearly you see it from the commentary box watching it than when you're actually out there playing.
Sometimes,
Sometimes you just kind of, you miss a trick, like, you know.
Good angle.
Yeah, I've rewatched games where I remember one particular shot where Luke Foster was commentating, and there was a clear shot. I just didn't see it at all. Like, and those things. And I was watching it, and I watched it on TV, and I was like, oh, I could play that, and then I played something else, and like
yeah, it is really funny, isn't it?
He hasn't got down enough.
This is slightly tricky because you kind of.
Well, he's got to play this with a lot of. He's got to use a lot of left-hand side to try arc the white this way to try still be on a good angle on the last red.
What about just using your two though, bounce the red up towards the pocket, then?
Oh no, I like. Well, you can still do the same shot.
Yeah.
You can just play this with a lot of left, slowly, and just.
If you get this over the hole, okay, yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a brilliant shot. Use the yellow, don't you?
How's this queuing though? Can he just
That's
dolly?
awkward,
Can he dolly this one in the middle first?
Oh wow, if you can. but then getting on the black's not easy. If he plays the centre first. He can actually get to the bottom of that white. I didn't realise he could.
That's a good shot.
Very good shot, because those shots are actually really hard
They
to
actually
control.
hard to control the white. You just get it to draw back nice and straight.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice out, considering the spot he was in.
Yeah. That will definitely hurt Nev there, because he was a box favourite to win that one, I thought.
For sure.
And again, in the last frame, Matt was box favourite to win that one too, so it's reversed. And in both frames, they've both managed to capitalise on each other when they shouldn't.
Yeah. Tell you what, my score predictions are looking fairly good.
I'm glad you got one thing right today.
Yeah, it could be.
He's got something to control.
I haven't actually looked at the table, I'm just looking at the scores.
Two reds left and he's snooking.
Is he dry again?
He's having a laugh.
He's popped the white out
Oh,
again.
wow.
Oh my god. Jeez. That's
nearly every one of Nev's breaks.
I feel his pain. That was me last year. I could not. I was potting the white.
Couldn't keep the white on the
I couldn't
table.
keep the. Honest to God, it was so bad. And then I learned how to keep the white on the table, but just couldn't get a ball. It was like, just get another step forward where you can get a ball and keep the white on the table.
That's it, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Oh god, it's so hard.
You've got to take reds, don't you, and get down on that and bottom ball straight away.
Yeah, red's
Pop
pretty
this
good.
Straight down to the bottom ball. No, he's got bottom on it. Screw out.
I think it's just. Oh, yeah.
Yep, screw out.
Oh, okay, because that red goes
Must go
underneath the yellows.
Yeah.
I think Matt gets these.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 5-3, isn't it? Yeah.
You would have liked the white a little bit further off the cushion.
Yeah, that goes.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say that. I didn't even think. I thought he was gonna stun off that. That was natural to fall in behind there. I
Well,
was really surprised at that.
It was, but he played it in a way like he played it with pace, so that
He was
wanted to-
actually trying to drift past him on the right hand side,
I thought he was. Yeah. Okay.
which was so he kind of played it with top right, and he arced the white into that position. Whereas I thought it only required a tiny bit of left. Oh, that's a foul.
Tell you what, Nev will be stoked that he's got a chance at this, especially with
Yeah.
two. Like you did not expect
Chomping
that.
at the bit there, going, oh my
Yeah.
god. And comes to the table with two. Does the yellow go under the red in the top left corner?
Nah.
Or bottom left corner?
I would
No.
say no.
No.
So that's the one you want to actually use your two on.
Brownie seems to have Tommy in a bit of trouble here. I think he's got him snookered.
Every time I look at Tommy is, but he got his arms crossed trying to figure out what to do.
So Brownie does that to you. Oh wow! If that had went in, that would have been huge.
Far out. Nev's a bloody creative player, isn't he?
He is.
You just
he
don't
is.
like some of the shots you don't see. You go, wow.
But I mean, apparently, you know, back in the day, he was one of the best players in Australia going back 20
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been to Vegas. You know, I think it was like he played in a comp with like 2,000 people in it and finished 8th or something like
far
that.
out.
Like,
Was that
he's
like?
in Vegas or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that like 9-ball or?
I'm
Because
not-
Vegas, I doubt they'd have English pool tables.
It must have been. Yeah, I don't
Wow.
know.
I mean, he could adjust to anything, couldn't he?
But I'm not 100% sure if it was 9
American
ball or not.
Eightball.
Because I think there was they did have American 8-ball tournaments. Yeah,
American
that's
Eightball
why.
and 9-ball.
Yeah.
That was back in the Mattazaya days. Ralph's Zaya days, sorry.
I was going to say back in the.
Yeah, Matt's here. Yeah, Ralph Zaya took them all over to Vegas when Kieran McCoy went.
Yep.
And Barry Saxon.
So are you booking on? Come to Darwin?
Gee, I could, that'd be nice.
Wow, good
Has he
shot.
dropped the other one in?
Yeah.
Good shot. But he's used up his 2 though, so it's still.
What's good for Nev is that red over the centre is
I don't mind. I don't mind the very bottom yellow on the right. I don't mind screwing off that and screwing it back in behind the yellow
Yep.
because you open up the table a little bit more, and it's a containing safety, and you give yourself a small sniff that Matt doesn't get out of it.
Uh-huh.
And even if he does get out of it, you've still got control. Whereas I don't think the clearance is on at the moment with the yellow here on the bottom left hand side.
You know what I don't like about that is Matt can get rid of his get his hard ball into a better position, like this hard one on the right here. That's saving Neville at the moment. You got to try and get your.
Oh no, I'm going off this one.
Yeah,
to go behind this
I
one.
know that, but if he can come off the rail, like he can come off the rail and knock it
Yeah.
out into
Oh,
a
look
better
at
spot.
this.
Sit. Oh. That is nasty.
While Matt's got a dead ball, I feel like you kind of got to get your dead ball out of the way. So, and I mean, gee, he's just landed on it enough to be able to get it out, I reckon.
I think
he's
he's asking for a lot because you can still get onto that red. It looks dead, but it's not.
No, that's 2.
An absolute disaster.
Oh, Brownies. Congratulations, Alan Brown.
Oh wow, I was wrong about the score.
Big double. That'll do. Alan Brown in the final. This would be a lot more easier to pick. I can pick Alan Brown shots all day long.
Oh yeah.
I've been playing with him for so many years now.
Yeah.
We quite familiar with each other's
Yeah,
games.
for sure.
So I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
the final.
Definitely. Because no one can pick what Tommy's gonna do if
No,
Tommy was
no,
playing
no.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Very nice shot.
Are you going to play 2 of them in the same pocket?
Yeah, I would.
I would anyway, yeah. Because you just twitch your left naturally draws back past the
That's
tackle.
right.
Oh yeah, twitch right. Sorry, did I say left then?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's okay. He's all
perfect.
good.
Couldn't have
You
asked
don't
for it
want
to
to
be
leave
any better.
yourself queuing over on him,
Mhm.
Wow, Maddie's on the hill, 6-3. Good finish. Yeah. I think it's
it's hard to come back, but as we said, Nev's a fighter.
I know he is the Terminator, but it's
It's a long way back, eh?
He just hasn't really shown enough. He just hasn't shown that he's been fully there tonight. I don't think he was a lot sharper on other nights I've seen, but I think he was a tiny bit off tonight. He's got a red. He's got a red.
It's hard to do that, isn't it?
Might he be
Playing
having a
ruling
big dip
match
here?
against Nathan, and then 2 days later playing another one. That's a mission, isn't it?
Yeah, well, even his preliminary final for Champions League was a 11-10 as well.
Against Ben Judge.
Yeah, against Ben Judge.
And almost lost too. It was he was 10-8 up. Ben Judge just fluked a snooker from nowhere.
Oh, that's right.
Got it back to 10-all.
That was a huge
And it was bizarre, what happened there. But so he had to deal with some adversity there to bounce back and still get the clearance at the end. That's so tough when stuff like that happens.
That's something about them, though. Those things don't seem to phase him, eh?
Oh, they phase every player. That's
they phase him, but
he can still keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
The difference is that because he queues quite a long time with a ball, he's able to readjust himself a little bit more. Like when we're angry, we play a bit quicker, so you can still make a mistake.
This ain't easy.
Nah, they're not. This is
He really wanted to be closer to the rail so he could actually screw down.
I feel he has to get on the plant here at some stage.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Because if you just drop it in, you're naturally on your red to the middle, and then it's all there. But I'm not too sure what he's playing here because this is risky.
Going into him because he's got a recovery ball.
You do not want to be going into these. That was absolutely not the shot. Oh my god.
It's got a result.
That's
Really.
quite a bad leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite strange for Matty to play that shot. Not when he had so much control. The plant was so close to each other and it was connecting with everything. But anyway.
What do you reckon?
So Neville from here.
The yellow off the red and opening them all up.
Yeah, I think you got to use your two here.
You're going to use your two shots straight away here. You're going to try to develop everything in one shot pretty much.
Yep.
Come off the right hand side of the top yellow and try split into everything.
Yeah, that's the shot. Oh no.
Oh,
my
he's done the
God.
same thing.
Oh my god.
That's nasty.
Wow.
It's not your night, Nev.
But you know what, in hindsight, he didn't really go in. He didn't get the split the way he was looking either. It was not,
Yeah, but those yellows didn't really land good at all, did they? None of them were in any of the pockets.
And look, to be honest, there's still a tiny bit of work to do. It's not
There
it's not 100%
is.
straightforward.
Cutting the ball across, aren't you? First shot.
Well,
I was looking at that and then nudging the yellow
to be
and
honest,
nudging the red.
Yeah.
he might be just trying to pot this. Is he going to
Can
just
you
try?
get it in the centre, can you?
can roll this
pot it
in,
to the
but then you
centre,
still gotta
kiss
get
the
back
yellow
down
out of the
on it.
way. Oh, he didn't kiss it out of the way, so now he's got some work. But that's all right. He can just screw down the table. Uses too.
Screw down the table though, aren't you?
You just gotta screw this. You gotta get into this a bit. He might come
Yeah.
off 2 rails.
Very deep.
I think he'll come off 2 rails. Bring the white back where his hand is. Back where his hand is. Yeah. Bang. Oh my god. Oh, that's a bit
Can
stiff.
you get it?
He must have nipped a bit of the jaw there, and that tucked him in behind the yellows. Was he straight?
Oh, I think dead straight here.
All you want is ankle at that stage,
Well,
isn't it?
the slow pan over with this camera will tell us.
Soon find out.
Yeah, that's it.
Just suspense.
He's screwing off it.
Nah, he's got ankle.
No, he's got. That's the shot.
Ah, that's a great shot. Well done.
Very nicely played.
I think you have to put a bit of spin on that as well. I didn't think he really had much angle.
Yeah.
Oh well, look at that.
It's not over yet. He's
We're in for a great final.
Yeah, exactly right.
Alan Brown, Matt Bolton. Looking forward to it.
I love you, mate. If he misses this, he'll fall.
No chance for missing this.
Jaws sits on the bag.
No.
Well done, Matty.
All right, boys.
All right, so hang
What's
around. The final
Yeah,
will be
about
on
5-10 minutes to
yeah,
the final.
5 or 10 minutes.
Alrighty.
We'll see you then.